Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, today we are here standing in the front of As-Sunnah Foundation, one of the most prominent charitable organization in Bangladesh. They are doing a lot of impactful work, alhamdulillah. What we are seeing today here are massive relief work that they are doing, and a huge number of volunteers who are coming from different backgrounds and spending their valuable time to ensure that they can contribute something for the flood victims. I would like to take you through the whole process in a short while so that you can have a glimpse. So let's go through. So as you can see here, it starts with some basic packaging, and people are doing all their best to ensure that the packaging that is met are sustainable, are durable, and when they are going to the flood victims, they do not spoil and damage. And right here, just in front of me, we can see people are unpackaging rice from the big baskets, and that's a huge activity that you can see, right? And over there, you can see a lot of necessary food staples, including the dal and different types of items which are daily necessities for the people, particularly in the whole Bangladesh and particularly for the flood victims. I would like to just go through you a few glimpse. You can see people are contributing their valuable time. If you can show this, yes, there's a lot of activities, and people are trying to make the packages that are well valuable. And over to me here, if you come here, subhanAllah, it's a lot of work, a lot of activities. And if I just want to show you here, you can see to ensure that they all contribute voluntarily to ensure that the packaging is done right, which is sufficient for a number of families and those who are particularly flood victims at this moment in the different districts and areas in Bangladesh. Over here, if I want to show you, so these are some packages that they have made earlier in the morning, probably, or earlier in the day, and these are just some of it. And over the last few days, they have done a massive work for the flood victims all over the country, particularly in those affected areas. If you see over here, if I show you, these are dates. Basically, as we know, in the Sunnah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they survived a lot on dates, on tamar. And As-Sunnah, this is a unique thing that they have done in their packaging. They have put dates, fresh dates. You can see Medina dates, and these dates are sufficient for entire family to survive for at least a few days, right? And we can see again a lot of volunteers. You can see kids here as well who are putting their times and contributing to this valuable community thing. Over here, if I show you, these are dal, another necessary daily staple for people in Bangladesh, and particularly for those affected in the flood victims as well. If you come here, if I can show you, you can see the dates that I was talking about. People are packaging these dates, and again, these are very necessary food staples which people can survive over the next at least a few days when they cannot cook the fire and stove. Here, it's not only dates, rice and dals, but all other necessary staples. I would like to say these are basically salt. If I show you, these are a package of salt which a family can survive on together with the rice and other necessary staples for a couple of days. And here you can see dal, and I cannot go here. It's a very organized row where people are trying to carry and distribute the packaging from one people to another until the end, where they are putting all the things on an area from where they will pass it to a truck, to a lorry, to a transportation. From there, they will basically transfer these to the flood victims in various affected areas. You can see the activity. If you seek an activity, the people is just hands on hands. People are putting all the different things. This is not a machine. This is all human work, and everyone here has contributed their valuable time, energy, and money to ensure that these reach the flood victims in Bangladesh. We are seeing, honestly, wallahi, we are seeing unbelievable solidarity between the people of Bangladesh, coming from all different races, all different religions. Even we have seen non-Muslims as well contributing with As-Sunnah Foundation. That's a remarkable achievement that we have seen for this community. And I want to thank everyone who has contributed with As-Sunnah Foundation and other foundations as well for this very, very particular time in Bangladesh. I would like to take you there in the other side. This is the other side of the activity. As you can see, there is a small first aid area where people can take some first aid medicines. Some valuable medicines are available and first aid activities are there for those who are injured for these voluntary activities. And I was mentioning earlier, all the necessary food staples, including salt that I have mentioned here earlier, and then here you see all cooking oils. As in Bangladesh, we know soybean oil is one of the most popular oil that people are using, as it's a bit more affordable and people are used to it, and they have also included soybean oil in the packaging as well. And right here, if you remember, I mentioned about the human chain that people are forming to ensure that the staples are well packaged and transported from one area to the another. And here we can see, subhanallah, from all the way from that, the raw materials being packed, organized, until here, these are all gathered together. If you go around, this is just a small part of it. If you can see, this is just a small part of it. It's not the entire thing. Again, it's not the entire thing. As-Sunnah Foundation over the last few days, since the flood has started, immediately As-Sunnah Foundation has taken immediate response and responded to the urgency of the flood victims. And we have seen that over the last few days, As-Sunnah Foundation, with the leadership of Sheikh Ahmadullah Hafizahullah, has gone through very vulnerable areas which many could not reach. This only could happen because of your contributions, those you have contributed from all the various races and religions. What we can see that people have put their trust, right? All the people you see here, none of them are paid wages. All of them are volunteers. They are contributing their valuable money. They have taken off days from their offices, from their schools, from their colleges, and from their universities. For what? Just for the sake of humanity. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Wallahu fi auni al-abd, ma kana al-abdu fi auni akhi." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help the human being, the slave, as long as he is helping the other fellow human beings. That's the spirit of humanity that Islam teaches us, and that's what we see here with our visual eyes here. I urge every one of us,